Let's talk about you, Amy, as a founder, an entrepreneur. Now, you work with your husband, so you're probably not as lonely as some of the other founders tell us that they are on some level, but maybe there's some loneliness there. But tell me, and we deal with founders all the time. And, one minute we're on the phone with them, they're super energized, they're super excited. And 2 weeks later, they're like, oh, I'm so stressed. I'm not having fun anymore. How do you, what are some of those moments for you? And then how do you keep yourself personally grounded and energized?
Oh, for sure I have those moments, okay? So I love to invent and sell, but that's just not the reality when you're an inventor or an entrepreneur. Like there is actual dirty work that needs to get done every day. I have to get into the spreadsheets. I work on invoicing and I help, operations. I'm working on containers and I deal with fun things like tariffs that have to be managed, right? And so there are a lot of problems that happen and it's hard. Yeah, it is a blessing to work with my husband. I will say that. And I could see how it could be very lonely. Seven dogs does help when it comes to that, but there is real work that has to happen. It is about being persistent. I think that that's something my dad taught me so many years ago when I was really young, is to be persistent on the things that you love, whether it's marriage, whether it's your kids, and for sure when you're an entrepreneur. Um, when it comes to being grounded, that is an easy one. When you have children, they tend to keep you very grounded. And
Mm.
I think for JJ and I, at the end of the day, being mom and dad is number one, right? And so when you have kids from 14 to 21, they really do keep you grounded. They remind you what's important. They expect you to show up. Doesn't matter if you had a bad day and you overbought $1 million in inventory, like you have to be at that lacrosse game. You have to make lunches and you have to, help your child move into college. And so all of those things, they really count on us to show up for them. And at the end of the day, my biggest, best job is mom. So that's really what keeps me grounded. Um, and energized for sure. It's JJ and I working together. I mean, there is an energy of working with your spouse, and I think you can have that even if it's not your husband or your wife. Having a great partner, there's a lot of value in that. His expertise is the areas that I'm not great at. He's part genius. I mean, he literally takes my ideas and he brings it to an actual working product. He does all the artwork, the design, all the engineering. He ensures the safety for dogs, and we both work on that. But he really has a super critical role. So where I start, he finishes. But that really helps on the energy level because you have bad days, right? And dog toys, I always tell everybody, we're not creating life-saving devices here. They're not going into hospitals, but they are really critical when it comes to the improving and bettering the lives of dogs and between their pet parents.
I think you're going to start a whole new wave of husband and wife or
Yeah.
partner and partner businesses here. I feel like
I recommend it. Listen, there's nothing more rewarding than at the end of the day, JJ and I mean, we did it last night. We just got a new big account. We're super excited. We celebrate the successes. And I think that is super
good
important.
for you.
The
Yeah.
smallest of them to the biggest is we celebrate the successes. We sit down with a cocktail and we celebrate. Hey, we just got, 2 feet into this new big retailer. And it's really important to celebrate that because it is a lot of work and there are really tough days. But when you can look at each other and really say, we've got something here, it's pretty awesome. And also, I think one of the great things for JJ and I too is we do have all these children, and they're super fans. And I think that that really helps us keep going too, is they're super proud of us. They show all their friends, they show them our videos, they follow us, they tag us, they like all our stuff. And I think that it comes with a lot of pride and to watch them really love that what we're doing. And yeah, it's really a great thing. It's a family business, really.
Yeah.